Hey guys, so my trip is coming to an end. I was in Hannover, Germany for several days, and now I'm back in Ukraine. I'm in Lviv, Ukraine, and I have one more stop. This is an hour and a half from Ternopil, west of Ternopil, and I'm going to have friends here that with the Baptist Theological Seminary, and they want to come and just kind of share with the students and maybe do some worship, and then I'll be heading back to Ternopil this evening. Really special time in Hannover. The CC Koinonia there was organizing a young adults conference, and they invited me to speak at that. And so just great time of fellowship with those young people, and lots of prayer together, and just asking questions together about life in uncertain times. And also in Hanover, there's lots of Ukrainians. I might have mentioned that before. So a lot of our friends are there, and so that was a big focus of my trip, was to spend as much time as possible with those Ukrainians, and we definitely did that. I felt like it was one of those trips that it's what you hope for, is that I felt like every moment was useful. It really didn't have any downtime. It's good to be tired in a really good way. Just talking through life and adaptation there. I was in Hanover in May, and I've got to say, coming back, I'm really encouraged. I think the Ukrainians are generally doing much better there. It's still very hard. The trauma continues for Ukrainians everywhere, that their country's being continuing to be invaded and bombed. And so that trauma is very much felt by Ukrainians in Hanover. And also, one of my goals going was, to, like I said, to encourage them and, provide whatever counsel, wisdom, prayer I could. But then also to kind of just, help in, with Ukrainians kind of getting more plugged in, and Germans understanding where Ukrainians are coming from. They're very different cultures, very different backgrounds. And that was a really fascinating part of the trip, was just kind of talking through some of that stuff, and just hopefully helping them to kind of understand each other better and be able to just minister to one another. It's a already that church there has been such a blessing to the body from Ukraine, and they've just really been very caring, and so that's just a very, very much an encouragement for me. One big prayer request there is that everyone involved sees, the pastor there of the church, who's York, he sees it, and the leaders that are Ukrainians see it, that they need a pastor for the Ukrainians. Most of the people there are, just what we say, lay people, and they really want somebody who can kind of take on that sort of ministry of pastor to the Ukrainians, and I see it as well. I see the need for that, and so we're just praying. Don't know how that'll play out, but definitely something to enable them to just grow together, and so be in prayer for that. And there's other places that have a similar need. That's one of the reasons we want to go to Denmark as well. They've expressed the same kind of thing, and this trip also helped me to see more how we can minister to these different communities, as far as just the value. I just feel it confirmed the value of going and just spending even a short time. Those times can be really key in, it might be just that thing that someone needs to take the next step to something they feel the Lord is calling them to. There's those times, whether it's worship, whether it's praying together, whether it's fellowship. Sometimes people just need to be able to talk something out. And just really thinking more about how we can do this, even on maybe shorter trips, like doing a week or a week and a half, to where we just go to small, just wherever we're driving to, just try to find people that are along the way, Ukrainians that are in maybe smaller communities like this, and just see how we can reach out to them and kind of provide what we did in Hanover, just fellowship, encouragement, and again, encouraging and just that, looking for that way forward. Really looking forward to getting back home to Ternopil. And this month, I'm actually going to be in Ternopil, as we're going to be moving to a house and working on a lot of other things as well. And another thing this trip has kind of shown us, and this is kind of a big prayer need for us, is we see the need for a family vehicle. I'm not always going to be able to take Stephanie and the kids with me when I travel. In fact, a lot of times that won't be possible with 6 kids and the logistics of that. But at the same time, I don't like that she would be left without a vehicle. First of all, for any emergency that they might have in Chernobyl, if there's any escalation. And then just that mobility. We're gonna, the house we're gonna live in is just a little bit outside of town, so definitely needing it for that. And even for trips that we might be able to do as a family as well. I really see this van that I'm sitting in right now more as a ministry van for Room for More, and definitely needing something that we could travel in as a family. So all of those reasons right there. And so we're going to start raising money for a van. And so I think at this point, I think we've calculated, we have something in mind, and I think we need about $14,000 to make that happen. So if you guys feel led to give to that, we'll provide the links here, and if you want more information about it too, feel free to reach out to us. But even if it's not possible for you guys to give towards that, just pray the Lord would provide a vehicle for the Markey family. And just continue to pray for refugees outside of the country. My heart just really goes out to them, and I just want to see them flourish where they are. And I believe that the Lord has them in specific places for a specific reason. So keep them in your prayers. We'll keep you guys updated. And we do thank you for all of the prayer already, and for this trip. I just, again, it is through your prayers that the Lord has just given strength and clear mind, and has really just made it a very fruitful trip. So thank you guys so much. Talk to you soon.